Hi guys, this is Rajat, founder of BreakingTrade.com. In today's video, we are going to learn a very interesting topic about the market profile, which is called 80% rule. So what does 80% rule says? It is one of the, you can say, hack of market profile or one of the shortcut of market profile concept that you can use to enter into a trade, which gives 80% of probability of you being in a profit. That's why it is said 80% rule. That means the setup which is I'm going to teach you, it has the probability of 80% success. So it means out of 10 times, based on various research and reports, 80% of the time it is going to be profitable. So to first understand this concept, I'm going to give you a real-time scenario so that you can understand it better. Suppose there is a castle. So I'm not very good at drawing, so you can say this is a castle here. Okay, castle means a kingdom or something, anything like that. Okay, you can imagine it. And suppose these are its boundaries. Okay, these are the boundaries, and all the soldiers are there, protecting it. Whatever the security system it could deploy, it has deployed at the gate side so that no one can enter into the castle. Okay, so suppose there is an army with too many soldiers and they are trying to enter into the castle. Okay, so this is an army with soldiers here. They are trying to enter into this castle. So what they will face initially, they will face initially the resistance of entering into, because these are the boundaries. These are the boundaries which has been developed by this castle over the period of time, and which has all the security system deployed. It has hard walls, long walls, soldiers are there, and so on. So first these soldiers try to enter into these boundaries. They will use their weapons, whatever they have, to break the walls and to enter into this castle. So what will happen initially, they will face resistance. They will try to break it. These soldiers will fight with them, and they will push them back. They will again try to go inside. But once, if they break these walls, they enter it here. So again there could be some resistance here. All the soldiers which are already present there, they can come here and try to stop these soldiers. But now this army has the advantage. Okay, this army has the advantage that it may completely go into this castle and overpower it. Means if these soldiers enter into it, so all they can use all their strength to enter into this castle, which they have already done after breaking the walls. Now there is a good chance of probability that they will enter into inside of this castle also and overtake it. So this is just the example how initially the war was, how initially the wars were fought. So using this same example is used by market profile, which is called 80% rule. So I'm going to show you some example where you can understand it better. So let's see this particular picture. So this is the screenshot of Nifty on 16/4 of 18, about 1.5 years back. So this is a very good example that I took as a screenshot so that you can understand it better. So I'll first explain you, and then I will give you more details into it, how you can trade this particular setup. So let me draw something. Okay, so you see, these are the this is the value area low and value area high. This is value area low of yesterday, and this is value area high of yesterday. So if I mark it, this is value area high. Okay, and this is value area. Just wait, let me write it again. So this is value area high and this is value area low. Okay, and this is the overall value area. So now this is the under, understand it like, imagine it like this. This is the boundaries of the castle. This is the lower boundary and this is the upper boundary. Now there is an army, which is the next day of session. They are trying to break into this boundary. They are coming from below, and you can see these are the TPOs like B, C, D, E, F, G, H. These are the TPOs who are trying to enter into the boundaries of the yesterday value area. So initially they were facing some resistance. B period tried to go inside, then it came back, then C, D, G, H, and all these were trying to break into this particular value area low. So we can see that for quite a bit of time, they were trying to enter into this value area low, but they were not able to break it completely, though they were a bit of inside of it, but still they were facing some resistance. But after some time, you can see there was a quick movement into the yesterday value area completely from this H period to this K period. Okay. So what does 80% rule says that if today's session develop something, develop some time near the boundary of the yesterday, so this is coming from the, this is the upward, so it is coming in, this could see the thing is that one can come from outside also, from the above also, if the had the market has been opened from open higher, and if there were TPOs being developed here, so the rule would have been same. In this particular scenario we are talking about, as the market has opened gap down, and then there was a open drive, which is also a buying tail. This is open drive having buying tail, and there's a bit of time spent by the TPOs, which you can imagine as the soldiers trying to enter into the yesterday value area low. So 80% rule says that once this setup happens, there are 80% chances that today's market will completely violate the yesterday value area formed by the particular stock of that stock. So, and that could be a very quick movement also. So understand it like that. Once these soldiers enter into the kingdom, then they go in onto a rampage and they try to loot everything, or just completely try to overtake this particular castle, which is formed by the value area of the yesterday. So this is the castle, these are the boundaries, and these are the soldiers. So I again repeat, there are 80% chances that market will completely go above. So I will show you some live market example also, in which there are, there is also there that it may not happen. There are 2% chances, like out of 10 setups, there are chances that 2 setups will fail this, that market will try to go here, but again it will come back. That means the soldiers have tried to enter into the castle and they broke the boundaries, but suppose there was an alchemist here. Alchemist, you can imagine, a very powerful soldier that every kingdom has, which he uses when there is a bigger threat on its security. So suppose there is a alchemist here, and it will stop all these soldiers, and this market will go down again. It will not completely violate the yesterday value area. So I hope you understood this particular example. So what does 80% rule says? Now this was the example in which the market has opened gap down. Okay. So first thing you have to consider is that market should open significantly lower than the yesterday. Should open lower than the yesterday close. Okay, that means it should be, means I'm taking about this example, so I'm talking about lower here. The same thing would be for the upper one. So that means it should be a gap down. Where the things I'm telling you, it will have more impact. There will be more chances that this 80% rule will come into the play. So if there's a gap down, then we will see, is there any driving force driving force means it is taking the market upward. So though there was a gap down here, but you can see there was an open drive, and after the B session has finished, we can clearly see the open drive having a clear buying tail. So this was the driving force here. Okay, so this driving force is supplying all the weapons, food, and all these kind of support to the this army to move up. So if there is a driving force and market should be gap down, the more market is gap down, me means the this particular gap down has also some rules that it should not be very far from the close. Understand it like that. It should be gap down but not very far. Very far means, suppose market has market should not open somewhere around here. If market is opening somewhere around here, then there are less chances that it will completely go up, because already there, if the market has already gapped down too much, so it may just fizzle out when it will reach here. So it should be somewhere around the middle of it, like there should be, it should not open here also, because if the market has opened here, then you may not get the chance of 80% rule. If market has to go up, it will go up into the A period only, and you will not be able to trade this 80% rule. Neither the market should open very uh, a huge gap down. Otherwise, there are again less chances that market will completely go upside, and it will break the value area of the yesterday, because market may fizzle out somewhere here. So they should, the gap down should be appropriate. Okay. Now the third point is that there would be a swift movement into the value area of yesterday. Now this thing is not always necessary. In some point, or in many examples you will see, there would be market will completely breach the value area of the yesterday, but it would be like slow. So 80% rule says that there should be a swift movement, but over the period of time when I have analyzed these particular setups, I have seen that it is not always a swift movement. In this case, it was a swift movement. You can say there was a single print in the I session, and the market hasn't developed too many TPUs inside the value area of yesterday. But there could be chances that market would be spending some time inside the yesterday value area low also, sorry, yesterday value area also, and it would not be forming the single print. Means there could be, say, hi here, h would be here, I would be here, j would be here, j would be here, I, j, means there would be more TPOs into this particular area. So this depends. It's always not necessary that it will go forming a single print, but 80% rule says there are more chances it will have a swift movement. And till where it should go, it should breach the value area high of yesterday. Means market should go at least till this particular point. So in this scenario, you saw that market has went above, so it's a bonus for you, but your first target should be value area high of yesterday. Okay, so this was the 80% rule. Now I'll see if there were some examples into the yesterday live market. So let me open here. Okay, let me open the charts of yesterday. So I'm just deleting all these things. Let me clear these things. Okay. So, okay. So you can see the first example in Nifty itself. Now you can see market has opened at the gap up here. Okay. So this is the gap up. Now this gap up is not very far from the yesterday high. Okay, this was the yesterday high, and gap up is appropriate. Means it is not somewhere around, say, here, something here, or something here. So which means there was so much gap up that market may not come completely down, and there would have been a significant news or something like a event that has pushed the market so high. So there would be more less chances that market would completely go down. So you can see the market has uh, the appropriate gap up is there. Market has opened here, So this is the opening here. Okay. Now this is the value area high, and this is the value area low. So you can again imagine this as a castle with its boundaries. These are the boundaries. And now the market has started to come down. So you can see in the B session itself, it has breached it. Okay, it has breached the boundary area, but it faced some resistance. Okay, so now into the C period also, it has breached here. So within the C sessions, you can see that okay, market has quite a bit, almost 80% or 70% of the yesterday value area it has breached. Now it started to form the it is it started to go for the rotation here. Okay, so this will, I would not say a complete 80% rule, because in the C session itself market has breached it, so you may not get the entry here. But again, into the C D E K period, it has started to develop here. Okay, so that means it was the complete overtake of castle was still left. So at this C particular point, this yesterday value area has some resistance, has some support here. It has deployed as one of the best soldiers, and it pushed the market above. But again, these soldiers have started to push the boundaries. So suppose this particular soldier has pushed the market above, and all these soldiers have again came to the boundaries here. Okay, trying to stop the market. But in the CDEK period, again it started to break the boundaries, and then over the period of time, it has completely overtaken the yesterday castle here. As you can see, it has completely breached it. Then even it went lower, and it went quite lower. Okay, so this was our first, you can say, target should be here. So once it broke the yesterday boundaries, then there was a swift movement downside. Now this you cannot predict it, because market profile 80% rule says that okay, this the swift movement has to be somewhere around here. That's why I told you it is not always necessary that there will be always a single print inside the value area, but sometimes it may gradually overtake the yesterday value area over the period of time. So this was one of the, not I won't say it's a perfect 80% rule. The example I shown you before that would have been a more better example of 80% rule. But yeah, somewhere it has triggered it. The concept has valid for this particular example also. So let me say see some other examples. Now how to pick these particular examples, like when how it is not possible for you to scan 150 stocks together for 80% rule. So I'm telling you one shortcut also, like how you can go for the 80% rule, whether it will hit or not. So go to the intraday live scanner here. Okay, now go for the filter. So first should be, say, you should be looking for a gap up. Okay, gap up or gap down. So I'll start with the gap up here. So you have these particular stock in the gap up. Okay, now what is your second step? Your second step should be, is there any driving force or not? Okay, means there should be open drive downwards, since it's a gap up and we are looking for the market to go down here. So it should be either open drive downward, open test drive downward, or open drive downwards. Okay, so we have all these stocks. It be well is there, open test drive downward. So you should be looking for more. You can click each and every stock here. Okay, so here you can see it did not go completely down. It was stopped near the POC. Maximum it could go to the POC here. So there should be more driving force. So let us see for the open drive downward, or say open test drive downward. Okay, so you can see here Godrej has their open drive downward, HDFC, AMC is there, IDFC is there, JWS Steel is there, Nifty Index, we have just discussed it, open test drive downward, and Pidilite is there. Okay, She Cement is there, Tata Chemical is there. So all these stocks you can see one by one, that okay, which is forming the, which has the more probability of 80% rule. So let's take for the example of say DLF here. So in the DLF also, it's almost the same type of example which we have seen in the Nifty. Though into the C period itself, it has reached to the boundary of the yesterday value area low. But again, it was pushed above. It started to spend time near the boundaries, and then again, it overtook the complete value area of the yesterday, coming down to it. Okay. So another thing which I would like to tell you in this is that if the yesterday value area, okay, if yesterday value area is narrow, so then there are more chances that it will be breached. Okay, there are more chances it will be breached, but since it's a narrow value area, so you may not able to get more points. I would say don't look for the narrow value area, because if the value area of yesterday is narrow, then you may not able to enter it uh, very effectively. Means you may miss the larger movement. Whatever your target would be, suppose this is the value area and this is the value area high and this is the value area, sorry, this is high and this is value area low. So if this is just the value area, this is the range of the value, so it may completely breached it, but whatever your target would be this much point only. And if you missed it at this particular point, and if you enter here, so then you don't know where to exit it. So rather look for the appropriate value area, means the range of the value area of yesterday should be like this. Okay, so that you can gain these many points here. And if there's a driving force here, so these many points you can gain it. Neither you should look for the too heavy value area, too wide value area, like if this is value area high and this is value area low. So again, there would be more difficulty for the market to completely breach this particular castle, because then it has to go very it quickly also, and it has to happen a bit earlier. Means there should be high volatility in the market. So you should be, with the time when you will practice this particular scenario, this setup, you will come to know, okay, what is the appropriate value area high, value area low, forming the range, what should be appropriate range. So first thing is that the opening should not be very far, neither very close from the yesterday. Means gap up and gap down should be appropriate, neither very far from the market, neither very close from the market. Okay, then the value area of yesterday should, there are more chances that it will be breached, but to gain more points, it depends upon you. If you want to trade with the value area narrow value area, then there would be less profit to you, but still you can go for this particular setup also. Okay, if there's a narrow value area, whatever the points I could get it here, I can at least I'm in a profit. If you want to trade a more volatile setup in which you can gain more uh, points here, then you should look for the appropriate size of the value area of yesterday, where you can get some significant movement, significant points here. So like if I share this, talking about this particular point, so this is the appropriate value area, you can say, neither very wide, neither very long here. Range is appropriate, neither very narrow, neither very wide. Okay, now if this is the particular thing, like see, again market opened, this is also type of 80% rule, you can say. Market opened here at the gap up. Okay, so let's show you here. So here also market opened at the gap up, market started to form some point, but you can see within the A period it has breached the complete value area of yesterday. So market was pushed above, then it was trying to uh, form the TPOs, spend some time near the boundaries of yesterday, and then it started to break, come down again. So into the B period itself, it has breached actually. So this 80% rule, you cannot trade into this, because within the B period, it has completely breached it. So you may not get the appropriate, point where you can go for the 80% rule. That's why I would suggest, suppose the market was opened here and it has not completely went down to the B period. Okay, so there were chances that it will be breached, but it will be a very difficult to trade this particular setup. There are more chances when there is a good driving force from the upside or downside. Market start to form the TPOs near the yesterday value area, and it has the appropriate range also, and then it could breach upside and downside. So this was the 80% rule. I hope you have understood it. So you will see the live example also here where the 80% rule has failed. Okay, so let me take you to the live example of 80% rule. So first we will go to the say live intraday scanner. So first thing is that we need to find out if that particular stock has opened away from the yesterday close. So one of the shortcut for this is go to the filter and I'll check here for the gap up or gap down. So when I did the gap up gap down, so there is no gap up here, we have gap down. So that means if we have a gap down and if there is an open drive upwards or open rejection upward, that means market has opened below the yesterday close and it started to go up, so it has more chance of 80% rule now. So one we have N- Nationalam, IDFC First, Ashok Leyland, Shree Cement we have. So let's see Shree Cement here. So see in Shree Cement there are chances of 80% rule if these stocks start to come near the value area low of yesterday. But since Shree Cement has opened very far from the yesterday close, there is a big gap down. So this particular thing is still a bit far, so this thing is yet not developed. We have to see that as the day progress whether these TPOs could come near the value area low and then it could pierce through the whole of the value area of yesterday. So just wait, I'm trying to find the drop thing. So let's see other stocks now. Let's take IDFC first. So see here we can see market has opened a big gap down just below the yesterday low and also the close, and market started to move up. It's like a open rejection upward, and since here you can see there are three or more TPOs which has started to develop near the value area low, and market has started to move up from this particular point. It is trying to pierce up through the whole value area of the yesterday. So these this is the boundary that is around 48.1, and these are the soldiers which I was talking about, that these TPUs will try to pierce through the whole of the yesterday value area. So this is the value area of yesterday, and this is the development I'm talking about. So when this development started to happen, these TPUs try to break the wall of yesterday value area low. This is the lower bond rate since the stock is going upward from here, and it will try to pierce the whole this particular region, that is from value area low to value area high, means yesterday value area. It will try to pierce through it, so we have to see the first target should be here around 49.3. Then we can see whether it continues its up movement or not. So this is one of the live example of 80% rule. These things does not happen regularly, so I could not get more example into the live market here. Like if I see here Ashok Leyland, so see for the Ashok Leyland also it has opened very far from the yesterday low. So this was the yesterday low, it was a gap down but very far from it. So until unless this particular stock comes near this point, near the value area low here 1117.1, then only this 80% rule will trigger. So we have seen Ashok Leyland, IDFC we have seen. Let's check for Nationalam here. For this thing, it has already happened. Market opened a gap down and the A period itself pierced through the whole of the value area. So when the value area is quite low of the yesterday, means it is quite narrow, there are more chances that it will get pierced down easily. But in that particular thing, you won't be having much to trade. Means even if the development TPUs are here, suppose, so the target, whatever the value it can go up is a bit small since value area is narrow, but chances are more because the boundaries you can imagine in terms of that particular kingdom that the boundaries are quite narrow here, so it will easily get pierced. So she cement we have seen. So there are no more examples that we can infer from. So like this, you can in the live market check for 80% rule that which particular stocks can have 80% rule here. You go here, check for gap up or gap down. If there is a gap down, then check for the open drive. Open drive should be in green, either open rejection upward, open drive upward, or open test drive upward. Then you can go and see where are the developing TPUs are there. Like in case of Ashok Leyland here, as we have seen here. Let me open the chart again. So like this, in this particular case, no, it was IDFC. So like this for the IDFC first, here we can see market has opened a bit gap down, means a bit means it is not a very heavy gap down, and there is a type of open rejection upward. Here they were developing TPOs near the value area low and market pierced up. So it is not necessary again that it will go, but there are more chances. So our first target should be around somewhere here, value area high of the yesterday, and then we can see okay whether the market is in overall upward direction or downward direction so that we can exit. And another way is to find out that which stock has opened below yesterday value area low and above yesterday value area high. The more probability is that when there is a gap up, gap down, and market start to move into the opposite direction. So let's filter out here. We can do below. So we have below yesterday value area low, and we want open drive into the opposite direction. That is open test drive upward, open drive upward, or open rejection upwards. So one stock we have found is Cofor. So this is already, it has already pierced it, so 80% rule could not be triggered here. Means it triggered, but there were only two TPOs and it did all the upside movement in the first session only. Let's see for escorts. Similar for it almost opened just near the value area low, and this was also not the 80% rule. Let's see for Indigo. So Indigo here just open near the value area low. There should be some significant downward, means the opening should be significant below the value area low. So if they are just near the value area low, so 80% rule could not be triggered for them. Let's see for Motherson Sumi here. So here you can see there is a chance of 80% rule happening here. So market opened here below the yesterday value area low, though there was not a gap down. Market went down and it was open rejection upward here. Then there are developing TPOs here. You can see two TPOs have already developed and three TPOs were just below the value area low. So once if F again comes here, means not F but any TPO comes here near 152.6 or 152.7, then we can then 80% rule is triggered again, and we can see that there are chances that if markets start to trace above again from this point in any of the session, say GHIJ, then there are chances that it may completely go up and it may pierce this particular value area of yesterday. So right now it is 11:59 a.m., almost 12 p.m. So this thing to happen, it is necessary that at least market reaches to this value around or before 1 to 1:30 p.m. so that it has some time to pierce through this particular session. Let's see how it unfolds. So the example which we were seeing in the live market was Motherson Sumi. So I'll show you why it was a failed 80% rule. So the day which we were seeing in the example was of 27/01/21. So on this particular day, as I was saying that there were TPO building near the value area low of yesterday, then you can see in the I period and H period market tried to go up and it was stopped there. So market tried to pierce through this value area of yesterday, but above the POC, it just tested the POC, it just went above the POC and then it went down and it retraced back. So that's why it said 80% rule. It is not always that the value area of yesterday would be pierced. The another example which we were seeing was of IDFC first, I guess. So this was the example which we were seeing on 27/01/21. So in this period also, you can see there were TPOs were being built and it went through in the E period, but it was just stopped near the value area high of the yesterday. So market could not completely go till the value area high, neither it could go completely above. So this was also the 80% rule wasn't completely triggered. Means it was triggered, but it was not successful completely. So that's why it is said there are out of 10 setups, there are 80% chances that 8 setups would be successful. So I hope you understood this video. For more videos, I would be sharing further videos, and thank you.